All right, y'all. So let's get into the tea. I'm ready to dive into it. First of all, have y'all seen this whole interview with Young Miami and Shannon Sharp? First of all, I love the whole interview. I thought she's so entertaining. She's so cute. And I don't know, the questions he was asking was like so on point. But the one thing that's really got the internet in a frenzy is she basically said that she would allow, you know, her guy, whoever she's in a relationship with, he has 4 chances to cheat. So she wouldn't leave. If he cheated 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, she would say, not till the 4th time would she be like, all right, I'm done. So a lot of people are like, okay, that's real. Like, cause you know, men gonna do what they do. So like, why would I leave a good man? He runs out, makes a mistake or whatever. But a lot of people are like, nah, like that's crazy. Why would you like out loud say that? Like 4 times is a lot to let a man disrespect you like that. So what's y'all take on that?
Well, first of all, how old is she? I don't count the times. I mean, you know, there are situations, you know, there's temptation out there, but I look at how you move. Just, I'm not counting the times. If you make your mistakes, it has to be to a point where I'm just fed up and enough is enough. Like I'm not looking at, okay.
So you're not counting. So it could be 10 times, but as long as
no. There's no number to it. It's just shit with someone and, you know, things happen. I'm not going to count, oh, you cheated 1 time, you cheated 2 times, you cheated 3 times. It's basically how the respect and how you move. Like if you just out here moving reckless and just cheating and it's just known and it's just embarrassing and it comes back to me, then that's a different story. But me counting to get out of a relationship, no, I'm not. That's just my opinion. I'm not counting.
So it depends on how he moves. So say he was cheating in peace, in quiet. Nobody knew but you. Then it's different.
We'll talk about it. We'll speak on it. It's just cheating is not going to be the main reason of why I get out of a relationship.
So basically you're saying if he cheats but other people know about it.
It's not just about the cheating. Like cheating is not my main deal breaker. Cheating is not going to be my deal breaker in a relationship. It has to be a little bit more than just cheating and how you move and how the relationship is. It's not just going to be cheating.
Okay.
I think for me, it's like when I was younger, I would tolerate more just because I was learning myself. I was a little like not confident in how I'm moving or feel like I was going to lose out on this person or let me just bend to their rules. So like, I feel like now being older, I look at the cheating as disrespectful, habitual, distracting, like very behavioral and very much of your character. So like depends on like of the intention of where we're going and want to take this relationship. And we both have this open dialogue of just really like, what are your boundaries? What are your insecurities? What are your deal breakers? That's what I'm set on. And I know now going forth in these relationships that I don't want that. I don't want to feel like I have to be looking through your stuff. I don't want to feel like I need to be hearing on the word on the street. Just all these things. I want to be set in that situation where I'm not even thinking about that. We should be thinking about what we're investing in. What else are we doing? What's our next date night? What vacation we're going on? You know, it's not really supposed to be about the cheating.
But you can think about that and still somebody can still just, I mean, they just go out and cheat. They go out and have like people look at relationships like it's so perfect. Like people can say, oh, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Meanwhile, your man out here having a whole nother relationship, you know, screwing off on everybody else and you don't know it. You think you have a perfect relationship. So like you said, you're not going to focus on cheating. That's why I said it's not a number. It takes more to end a long-term relationship, especially if someone that you're in love with. It takes more than just cheating.
I just say whatever the boundaries are, you know.
But if you go, I feel like for Young Miami to make this statement, like 4 times, like I'm allowing it 4 times, I feel like that means you're going into a relationship and you're putting it out there that cheating is okay as long as you only do it 3 times because the 4th time I'm done. So I just feel like that's a very like interesting take on relationships in general, because I feel like you get into relationships because you want to commit to somebody fully. Like you want to commit to them in a way where they're not dealing with anybody else, like sexually, emotionally, whatever. So once you make that commitment, if you going into it saying, okay, well, I know they probably gonna cheat, but they only got this many times before, I'll stay, like before I leave. I feel like you're setting yourself up to have a relationship fail.
No, that's true.
And it's like basically saying like you don't deserve a relationship where you won't be cheated on, where the other person can't commit to you. Like you don't believe that you can attain that relationship, like that it's not real. Like you think monogamy doesn't exist, basically. It's like you're setting yourself up already, especially if you're putting it out there. If you're having you went on this big platform with Shannon Sharpe and you told the world that I'm going to stay with a man until he cheats on me for the fourth time. So it's like, I'm sure she has a lot of men who are interested in her. So now they hear this and they're like, okay, cool. Like that, I can get with her and I can do whatever I want. I just gotta make sure she don't find out 4 times. You know what I mean? Like, it's just even though it's like we all go into a relationship, we all want the same thing. We all want to be able to trust in somebody. We all want it and I mean, I'm not saying like it's like I don't want to sound like naive or like a hopeless romantic or whatever, but I feel like we should still like for our own sanity and like as women and our respect, like we shouldn't go into relationships saying stuff like this. Like we should believe that we can be with somebody who's going to respect us. And, but things happen, like you said, Sharelle, like, people make mistakes. And I understand like cheating may not be like the end all be all for people. You know what I mean? But I feel like we still as women and as men should have a standard. And
I agree.
And if you don't want that, then don't be in a relationship. And if you feel like you don't deserve that, then that's a whole nother thing. And a whole, like, we need to go to therapy and we need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole thing. I feel like it's a self-love thing. Like, I would never put that into the universe. Like, I will be with a man and I just wouldn't put that energy into the universe. Like, of course, I don't think like cheating is like the end all be all, but like, I'm not going to sit there and be like, well, he got this many times. I just feel like that's just not the energy you should put out into the world. That's not what you want for yourself. So why even say
it's to each their own and what they can tolerate, what they want to deal with, what their relationship looks like. I mean, for me, being married, being divorced, being cheated on, being whatever the case may be, I am not tolerating it in my situation. If I'm being intentional with you, I'm setting those boundaries, those values, those railings up ASAP. Yeah. Like, this is what I'm not tolerating because I've healed through that already. I know where the flags are. And
Alexis,
I'm not tolerating it.
So you feel like you can find a man that's just going to be fully faithful to you and not cheat?
100%. 100%. And going back to what Ashley says, I'm putting that out there. Why would I want to say I want a portion of a man? I want a portion of a person.
No, it's not saying you want a portion of a man, but it's just expectations. Like, I just feel like no one is perfect.
I want people to live in their truth. I want them to live in their truth.
People live in their truth, but no one is perfect and things are going to happen. But would you so basically, if you find out a man cheated on you, you're done.
Absolutely. It's not for me.
So Sharelle, you don't feel like you're being realistic if you go out into this world as a single woman looking for a man who can commit to you and you only. Like, you feel like that's not being realistic?
It's not. I'm just being honest. It's not.
Why set the bar so low?
Why not?
It's not setting the bar low. It's realistic. It's real.
Nah, I want more. I want more.
Majority.
Men who want the same thing.
Yeah,
like,
and
you just haven't.
And those men. Name a man that has been straight up faithful. Name one. I'll wait. That has never cheated.
No, I don't know that. I can't name men. That's not what we're talking about. No, but what I'm saying is I do think it's realistic to want something from somebody.
Yeah, you can want it.
Them not having for other
but
people.
That wasn't my question that I asked Alexis. I asked Alexis was, could she find a man that will be faithful to her fully? Mm-hmm. And if he did slip out, she's done completely. And she said she's done completely. So basically, if he cheats one time, whether it's physically or emotionally, she's out.
Because this man is going to spend time with me. He's going to be intentional. He's going to be sent from God. And I know for a fact, he's going to know where my heart is and know where my mind is. And it's a lot going on over here. Like we're penetrating souls. And so once you start intertwining all that, putting my health in jeopardy, my mental and health in jeopardy, I just know this person, whoever my person is going to know who I am and know that is a non-negotiable for me because I've healed my way through that. That was a dark spot in my life. So it's triggering, so how dare that person that I'm spending time with, that I'm building with, that I'm like want a relationship with, that I'm loving on, that I'm being romantic with, how dare them disrespect me with one of my non-negotiables? That's not my person.
I feel like, especially at our age, if you're looking for somebody who wants the same things that you want, and you're putting those intentions out there, I feel like there's less of a chance, you know what I mean, that it could happen. But if you're going into a situation saying, correct, I know all men cheat, you're probably going to end up with a man who cheats because those are your intentions. Those are the vibes that are creating your situation in your relationship.
My thing is not what I'm trying to get at with Alexis is people make mistakes. And her thing was her biggest boundary, if you cheat on me, I'm done completely. What I'm saying is people do make mistakes. No, you don't go into a relationship saying that all men cheat or all women cheat. No, because you're basically putting it into existence that it happens. What I'm saying is no one is perfect. And 9 times out of 10, most relationships, they look for just 100% like faithful, but things happen to people and it veers them away in relationships. The biggest thing is cheating is not the downfall in my relationship. It takes more because things are going to happen, but I would not just end a relationship just because you cheated. It's just more. So my question to Alexis was, so your non-negotiable, basically, if he cheated on you one time, someone that you are in love with, he cheated on you one time, you're completely done.
Yes, that's not my story.
I'm not agreeing with Carisha or anything that she said.
That's not my portion. So that's not my legacy. That's not my destiny. That's not in my spirit. I'm not a cheater. I know that.
And not saying
I'm
that
disciplined.
You're looking for it.
No, it's not. It's not an option for me. I'd rather have open dialogue and let me decide what I'm going to do with it. Don't go behind my back. Don't be doing the sneaky stuff. If we locked in, we have this dialogue of what it is that you are trying to do with me, Alexis. Y'all know my stance on even having multiple relationships, like polyamorous. It's not for me. I want someone, and I know I'm going to have someone that's locked in with me fully. Now, it's non-negotiable. Like, do you all think that emotional cheating is different than physical cheating?
Yeah, I definitely think it's different.
But the same?
I think they're both wrong. I feel like women tend to.
I feel like emotional is worse. Cheating.
I was going to say which one you think.
Yeah, I feel like emotional leads to physical cheating, though. So it's like, if somebody is interested in somebody else emotionally, like physically, especially for a woman, because once you get their heart and their mind, like their body is going to follow, right? So I don't feel like men can, go have a one-off with somebody and like they don't think about them, call them or anything after that. So yeah, I would probably say emotional is worse, like Sharelle said. But what if you found out that your friend's man was cheating? Would you tell your friend? Or would you keep it to yourself?
Well, we need to establish what a friend is first.
What type of friend is it?
Exactly.
Yes.
This is a friend. Y'all aren't the best of friends, but y'all are social friends. You go to dinner. You've had some private conversations before.
That's none of my business. I'm staying out of it.
Okay. What about you, Lex?
That's a tough one. I feel like if we have a better relationship, friendship, then I need to say something, especially if I broke bread with this couple, especially if I've had, dialogue and we're in the same room of just a few people. I'm going to have to say something, especially because if I'm out and I see something inappropriate, again, being someone that has been married, and again, with my cheating tolerance and all this thing, I just will feel some kind of way holding that in. And we'll take the repercussions. 9 times out of 10, women do go back to whoever, you know what I mean? So then the friend is always the one that's asked out. So low key, if it's not a friend that I would risk losing, then, I'll just say it, you know what I mean? But if there's somebody that's like my sis, I got to say something because it's violation.
Right. If it's a close friend, I'm definitely saying something. But if it's someone that's a social friend, I'm not saying anything because I don't know what the situation is.
Right.
I don't know if they have an open relationship. I don't know if this person are just, they have a private breakup and, we don't know about it. So I stay out. If you're not close to me, I'm not in your business. That's just what it is because it's too much confusing and drama. I'm act like I don't see you and mind my business and drink my water.
I have definitely seen some people's husbands out in these Miami streets. Okay.
Did you say something?
Did you say something?
No. I am not getting into that. And it wasn't like a close friend of mine. So I didn't feel obligated at all. But I did want to run up on him and be like, I see you. Like, I see you. Do you know? Like, we can see you.
I'm due for a pull up. Like, I'm okay with pull up.
Hey, how y'all doing? What's your
I'm gonna pull up. I'm definitely gonna make the situation very.
Where is Tanya? How's Tanya doing?
And I just feel like if I see you outside too, it's like if you're that bold to be outside with another woman, I feel like friend girl, she probably knows something. You know what I'm saying? If you have the audacity to be outside, like in our hometown with another lady, she know already. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't say anything. But yeah, that is a tough situation.
Like y'all said, it depends on the situation, how close you are with that person. Because like you said, 9 times out of 10, that person is going back to them. And they're like, you don't know what they can say. Man, they lying, they this,
exactly.
They that. Now you done got yourself caught up in the mix.
Yep.
Now if it's a close friend, baby, I'm going to have proof. Video record, take pictures, do my little research. Girl, sis.
Not video record. Send a drink over.
Have the proof because they're going to lie. So you got to have the proof.
Yeah, they're going to be like,
you got some evidence.
Video, pictures, everything.
Yes, you got to have the evidence.
Doing the detective work. Yeah, no, I'm letting somebody know. I have to, especially that if that's my girl, we gotta have a discussion.
Yes.
Yes.